D Champ, intellectually stimulating. How are you? Got on my Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. All right. I bought it from O'Shea. Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, is the dating market dead? I'm asking because I really want to know because I've had several people ask me these questions. Is dating dead? That's the first question. The second question they ask me is romance dead? Third question that I get a lot is high value, high value, high value. Am I high value? Where does a high value man meet a high value woman? The first couple of questions are videos for another time. The question I'm going to ask, I'm going to answer in this video. Where does a high value man meet a high value woman? And how do you know she's truly high value? As I said before in other videos, high value is not money. Okay? If you are high value, you have integrity, morals. You treat everyone with respect. You treat everyone with the same dignity and respect you yourself deserve. Okay? Okay, yes, you see my crutches in the background. Yeah, I hurt my foot, so I'm on crutches right now. So, anyway, this man is a friend of mine. He called me the other night. We were breaking some things down, talking about dating, relationships, communicating. He said, "Man, I'm a high value man. You know, according to other people on YouTube." He said, "I make six figures. I have my own house, cars. My children are in college. I'm an empty nester who lives by himself." He said, "Man, where would I go to meet high value women?" Some people would say grocery store. Some people would say church. So come on, y'all, tell me. Where would a high value man meet a high value woman? And more importantly, let's be specific. Where would a melanated high value man meet a melanated high value woman? Because you cannot tell a high value woman by her hair, her makeup, the way she dresses. That's not high value. Because 96% of the women in the world dress alike these days. Clubs, bars. Well, in this pandemic culture, clubs are open, but a lot of the bars are not. So, at this point in life, at this particular stage, with the current climate and the environment, where would a high value man meet a high value woman? And that leads to the other question, is the dating market dead? Okay. You see, I don't know where a high value man would meet a high value woman these days. I asked him a question. I said, "Man, let me ask you a question. Have you ever met a high value woman? Have you ever met a 95% woman that says, okay, man, she got 95%? Ladies, have you ever met a high value man? Ladies, have you ever met a man and you said to yourself, he's 96, 97% the man, except what percentage is high value? You see, when you meet someone, it takes time to get to know this person. How can you marry someone in 6 months? Some people do, and it works. But normally, I'm talking normally, statistics show that it takes more than a year to get to know someone. As a matter of fact, I've talked to many women who've been married for many, many, many years, and they say they are still finding out wonderful things about someone. So, when you marry someone, do you marry who they are then, and you marry the potential? Ladies and gentlemen, there are a lot of questions about this high value concept that people don't have answers to. They have not answered. So if you think the only thing that makes you high value is money, that makes you materialistic and shallow. I know some guys who made 75, $80,000 a year. Their wife made 60, $70,000 a year. They put their money together and had a marvelous life. But you have to find someone willing to do that. Find someone. There are a lot of high value people who don't make 100 grand a year, but they're still great moral people that have integrity. Then again, men, we have to think about something. There are many videos by many dating coaches online that will tell you about this: the nature of women. Women are hypergamous, so they're always looking for the bigger, better. So, with that being said, if a woman marries you or gets into a relationship with you, she always looking for someone better. That in itself asks a lot of questions. Is that high value? Is the hypergamous woman ever high value? Because if a woman is always looking for the bigger, better deal, and you're in a relationship with you, you're simply a stepping stone. You're being used. So, does a woman truly ever care about you and love you? With that representation, you would have to say no. So, is it always a game with women? You see, I started a series called The Basics. The Basics. And in this series, I'm breaking down the basic things you need, the framework, the groundwork to move forward. And ladies and gentlemen, as I get into the basic series, there are a lot of questions that I'm still asking. High value should never be a thing, especially to men. Because if you look at most men, they're high value for women. But you know, if a woman's always looking for the bigger, better deal, then is it really worth it? But that also asks the question, what are men to do? The only thing that we can do as men is do the best we can, as women should. You see, we have to be the best man we can. We have to stand on our best foot. You see, we have to put our best forward. Men and women require us to prove ourselves to them. And that's another video. Prove. If a man is to provide and protect, why do we have to prove it? What do women prove? Ladies and gentlemen, the concept of high value is skewed. The concept of high value is just like everything else. People have their own definition. It's like love. People have their own definition. So you have to find out what someone means when they say high value, because truly most high value is materialistic based when it shouldn't be. High value is what you have inside. High value is what you think about yourself. I made a video on it. Look through my videos, you'll see it. Integrity, morality, dignity. How you treat people. No matter what capacity they're in, just people. Don't let anyone give you this concept of high value is you have to make this, you have to do that, you have to do that. Okay, well, some people may say this is a standard we all reach for. Okay, well, that's a standard. But high value, no. Anyone on YouTube can look a certain way. Anyone on YouTube can say anything they want to say. That's why so many people ask for receipts. We want to see it. But to me, high value is who you are: dignity, integrity, morality, respect. And that takes time. You have to get to know people. I question so many people on YouTube who are saying these things, or they may put on a suit and come on YouTube and they may take callers. Come on, people. Come on, people. Do the best you can. Be the best you can. Treat people the same way you want to be treated. Yes, it's a lost concept. Another question. Will the average everyday person ever meet that high value person? Let's say you were raised in the ghetto, what they call the ghetto, bad neighborhood or inner city neighborhood. Okay? Let's say you were raised in an inner city neighborhood and you went to an inner city elementary school and high school, and then you went to an HBCU, historically black college and or university. Will you ever meet a high value person? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. In my life, I've had a couple women who were 89, 88, 89%. But over time, they all turned out to be all talk, no show. I know certain women who will start off great, start off to get you, but then it falls off, and you say, "Hey, what happened? You fell off. You stopped." They do stuff to get you, and then once they got you, they stopped doing what it took to get you. Consistency is part of high value. You see, consistency not only keeps, but gets. Consistency gets, but it also keeps. You see, a lot of people are busy with life. So they don't have time to concern themselves with being high value or not. They could care less. And I love those people. I don't care what anybody considers me as. I don't care how people see me, view me, think about me, or talk about me. I don't care. In all of this, I want you to understand something. And this is the bigger point. It's how you think about yourself. It's how you honestly and truly carry yourself. It's who you are that matters. You attract who and what you are. As you get better, you attract better people to you. But see, ladies and gentlemen, this video is inspired by a man I was talking to. He has four children. Three of his children are in college, academic scholarships. His last son, his youngest, is graduating this year. This man had custody of his children, raised his children. He is now an empty nester with a 5 bedroom, 5 bathroom house with an amazing pool. He said, "Man, I'm from a bad neighborhood. I'm from an inner city neighborhood. I went to college, got my college degree, got my master's degree, worked myself up." He said, "Man, where do I go to meet high value women?" Where does he go? Because see, a lot of people say, "Hey, approach all these women as numbers, as numbers, as numbers." So tell me, now in this climate, in the current climate, where does a man go to meet high value women, especially if he doesn't go to clubs? And can you do high value women even go to clubs? You see, there are a lot of questions that people have, and you people are not answering them. I don't care what dating coach you are, you're not answering the people's questions. You're not telling people the truth. Where do these people go to meet these high value people? Because, see, a lot of people have given up on the dating game because dating is a game. So, where do high value men and women go to meet other high value men and women? And if you go to a club, how do you choose the high value people? How do you choose them in a supermarket? Let's answer some of these questions, dating coaches, because see, people are asking these questions, and you all are giving these concepts, but you're leaving people lost. You're leaving people short. You're not answering their questions. So come on, tell us, dating coaches, pickup artists, D-Champ, intellectually stimulating. I'm gonna keep asking the questions because there's a lot of stuff that's not checking out.